India is a country best known for its culture and diversity. One of the most notable things about a rich culture is the traditional garments and attire. And India has a vast variety of quality fabrics. Before the days of fast fashion and $1 trillion industry using synthetic fabrics, people across the world would pay for the best quality fabrics and hold on to them for decades and sometimes pass them down generations. Varanasi is a city known as the epitome of love. It is one of the oldest cities in the world. Varanasi is a place of worship and it is holy to Hindus, but is also famous for its Banaras silk. The origins of Banarasi sarees can be traced to the Mughal era, around the 14th century, when the art of weaving silk was introduced to the region. During that time, this fabric was only donned by royals and the wealthiest people. Real gold and silver were actually weaved into the fabric, which is called the Saree. This practice of weaving Banarasi sarees is a skill set passed down from generation to generation by some of the most skilled artisans in the world. Banarasi sarees are traditionally hand-woven, using pure silk threads, and then designs are woven in with zari, which is a thread typically in gold or silver. The zari work is known for its intricate patterns, including Mughal, Chinese, and Persian motifs. These sarees are some of the most expensive in the world, but what makes it unique and special, and why can it only be made in Varanasi? That's what we're going to be getting into today. We visited a village in Varanasi called Bunker Colony. This is a village where both Hindus and Muslims work together to create timeless and elegant pure silk Banarasi sarees. It's a community effort to make these sarees, and it's been in practice for hundreds of years. Ganesh Sharma took us on a tour of this village to meet the families that have been doing this work together for generations. We begin at the home of a Hindu family that make the silk threads.
It's a Hindu family. They are making here silk thread.
Here Ganesh shows us the silk thread that has already been sourced and washed. The silk is ready to be turned into thread, as you can see from these machines. There are different types of silk that can be used. The most common is katan.
How much do they pay for this?
Actually we sell it with the weight like gram. We sell it in the kilos. 3,000 rupees per kg.
In this house, they are making the silk thread,
Silk thread, yes.
and then it's a Hindu family that makes it in their home.
Family.
And then they provide the silk threads to a Muslim family.
Muslim family.
And what do the Muslim families do with it?
Actually, then the Muslim families, they have the machine for make sarees, for
Okay.
make clothes,
Oh, okay.
different things.
So they make it, and
Yes.
then they take it, okay.
Yes.
The next house we visit is another Hindu family that make the threads for the zari using machines. Zari is also known as the thread of gold, and it has a deep-rooted history with the hand looms of Banaras. This is the part of the Banaras saree that gives it its signature look. The zari is used to make designs and borders for the saree. The zari can be made using copper, silver, or gold threads.
See here. Two colors. Both sides we have two colors. We can use.
What kind of material is it?
It's called plastic zari.
Plastic?
Plastic zari with the copper.
This is plastic?
Yes.
And what
Now
are
see
these?
here. That's a gold zari. We call gold zari in a yellow color. And that's a copper zari. Those are also the final products. We supplied in the market. And also we give to them, to the Muslim families. They make these for make designs on the sari. Like border.
Very wealthy families actually paid thousands of dollars to have real gold or silver threaded into the fabric. The real gold and silver can be later neatly removed out of the saree for other use. The cheaper alternative, which most people use, is cotton with copper or plastic. The silk threads and the zari are then provided to the Muslim families that use the threads to weave the Banaras sarees together.
That's a single family. Please, please. That's a single family who don't allow to anybody to go inside because they are using the pure silver thread. You can see from here. You can make pictures also. थोड़ा सा ना जो जरी का उनका वो है मान के दिखा दो.
Okay. So they don't allow anyone to go inside.
Because they are using the pure silver.
They're using real silver.
Pure silver, real silver. That's the silver zari.
This is real silver?
Yes.
So this is real silver that they make into thread. How do they make it into a thread?
Actually, sometimes they get some solid silver from the market.
They take salt?
Solid silver from the market, and we have a machine. They supply to them, and they make thin
Very
threads.
fine.
Yes, very fine. And they give to them.
Okay.
And finally, they use it for
The sari.
make different things. So that's why they don't allow to anybody to go inside, because finally also they can sell the wastage parts. Now we will visit the Muslim families.
Okay.
The home we enter has machines that make the Banaras saree. These are called power looms because they are made using power. The designs are made on a piece of cardboard that mechanically weaves the designs into the silk saree.
Yes.
Isn't Banaras sarees traditionally pure silk?
Yes.
So then why do they mix it?
Actually,
cotton?
ma'am, the pure sarees of Banaras are very expensive. All the family can't afford the prices, so that's why also some families they are using some silk threads with the cotton for make cheap prices.
Cheaper.
Less
Does
prices.
it feel different?
Yes, I will show to you all the difference between the pure one and the fake one.
Pure silk saree starts at how much?
No, actually we have different varieties of silk. Okay, the first one when we use the sarees of pure katan, which called katan, the prices will start approximate 15,000, and when we will use the sarees of pure silk, the prices will start little bit up, 25, 30, 35. So depend on the designs, how much silvers we use for making that product. So that's why when the pure silk saree, the prices will start minimum 20 to 25,000. And pure silk, if you will burn the pure silk, the smell will come just like you are burning our hair.
It smells like that.
Yes.
We enter another Muslim family's home, which use an old traditional technique to make threads specifically for the weavers that make Banarasi sarees by hand.
What's the main difference in like
The old one, new one.
and the old and new one?
Actually, ma'am, in the old one, when we will work approximate 8 hours, 10 hours continuously, so we make a very few. But in the new one, we can make in 12 hours approximately 3 to 4 sarees, which works very fast.
So the new machines, you can make up to 4 sarees
Yes,
a day.
depend.
And
The old one I told you depend on the design, because the old machine who work with the hand, it will take minimum 15 to 6 months.
15 to 16.
Next, we visit a Muslim family's home where they make the sarees by hand. Sarees that are made by hand are far more expensive, as it can take anywhere from 15 days to 6 months. This type of technique is used with the kaddi, a more than 200-year-old wooden loom.
It's the pure silk.
This
Is
is pure
working
silk.
here with the pure silk, with the pure zari. The white one is pure zari. So those are the expensive sarees. When they supplied in the market, the prices will start approximately minimum 50,000 rupees.
50,000.
50,000. Yes, 50.
50,000.
Minimum.
And how long does it take
Because
them?
they work per day 7 to 8 hours, and they make 4 to 5 centimeters only. If they have a hard design, it will take little bit more time, but minimum 15 to 45 days, and sometimes it take long time. Now see the design paper, how they are making the designs here. See that one, the white one, that's a graph paper. First of all, they make all the designs on graph paper. In ancient time, they were using for making all the designs with the hands. But nowadays also some designers, they are using computers. They make designs with the computers, they get print out, and finally that cardboard they use. Now see, he is putting some holes and he put some numbers according to numbers, she is making holes, and then that cardboard they will put on the machines, hand machines and the power machines.
This is the traditional way of
Yes,
doing
traditional way. Here lots of cardboards, here lots of design papers, because the people they give to them design papers. Now I will show to you how they color.
it. So the coloring process happens at the very beginning of the thread making?
No,
Or-
no.
What?
After finish the sari,
Uh-huh.
because most of all machines we make white saris. We use white threads, and then
We color them.
yes, we give to them with the card paper, with the design card. Now see here, they are drying the saris. After dry clean, they put here all the saris in the sunlight for the drying.
Oh, so they put it out
Yes.
like this to dry.
See, that's liquid they used, so that's why.
It's like that.
Now see the sari, he has completed now, so you can see the colors in their hands. It was a white sari. There's the, you can see there's the fire and the
So
colors.
So this, you know, the zari doesn't get affected because he colored it?
No, it's not problem. Actually, it was a white sari, and the zaris, that one which called Meena. It's a Meena work. They made it with the different type of thread, so there is no any problem to coloring.
So these don't get affected when they
No,
color.
no,
So the
no.
sari is completely made
Yes,
in white
yes,
first.
white, yes.
And then they color it.
Yes,
Okay.
you can see here. That's a dry clean procedure.
Dry clean?
Yes, most of all families we supply saris in the market in the dry clean through the dry cleaners for dry cleaning, and they give to them for the dry cleaning, and they do here with the traditional form.
Which is,
That one you can see here.
how do they traditionally dry clean it?
Please come inside. They use here a liquid, a special liquid who makes in their houses. They put it on the threads on the saris, and then they roll all the saris on that woods.
But don't they have to dry the liquid?
Yes, they use liquids.
But how do they dry the liquid off
They put all the saris in the sunlight.
on the sunlight? So these are already dry.
Yes. Now see. You can touch it now.
So these are
The
handwork?
softness. It's a handwork. Yes. It's pure handwork.
This is cotton silk,
it's
right?
Kora silk. They are putting saris here, all sides together. That's a stitching machine,
How are they putting the saris together?
like
Yeah.
that one. See.
They're ironing it?
Yes.
This
Here
is- oh,
they
this is
are
like an
making
iron.
iron.
This is a Hindu family or Muslim?
No. Now we are in the Muslim.
Okay, then.
Most of all Hindu families they make only threads.
They make the threads.
Threads.
Okay, so the
And they
Muslim
give to
family-
them. Yes.
okay.
So that's
So the-
why we work together.
So the Muslim families put the production.
Yes. That's the production
Why?
management.
Why is it like that? Like when, like the Hindus put
No,
the.
also we have some Hindu families, they have in their houses machines, they make lots of things. But in this area, mostly in Hindu family, we make threads only. You can.
Is it very common for both Muslims and Hindus to be making the saris together?
Yes, it's very common in Varanasi. So that's why the
Is it a
culture of
long history?
Varanasi, yes, we call Tanabana culture.
It's called Tanabana.
Tanabana, actually in Varanasi also we call the culture of Varanasi Tanabana culture, because here Hindus and Muslims are working together for famous thing of Varanasi, which are the things of the silk.
The silk.
Because the cost of making a Banarasi sari by hand is so expensive, families that can't afford it buy saris that are imitation, mixed with silk and other cheap fabrics. And with the invention of machines, Banaras saris are sold in the market as authentic Banarasi handloom saris because they look so identical. At its peak in the 19th century, Varanasi had over 300,000 weavers that made these saris. However, rapid industrialization devastated business for weavers. Ultimately, weavers were replaced by power looms, which were able to make saris faster and using cheaper fabrics. Today, only 15% remain in this craft compared to its height of demand. The Banarasi sari to this day is highly regarded by Indian and Bangladeshi women. People will pay large sums of money because they appreciate the craftsmanship and respect the quality of work it takes to make this one-of-a-kind, luxurious Banarasi sari.